Okay, so next up on our tour of the Sim Update 11 aircraft is the Ryan NYP, or New York-Paris aircraft. This is the aeroplane that Charles Lindbergh flew, first of all across the USA, and then across the Atlantic to France, straight from New York. Okay, so we're going to go and jump in and see how we start this aeroplane up. So it's worth pointing out, actually, the airport I've chosen to fly from is at Brookhaven on Long Island. The real flight across the Atlantic was from Roosevelt Field, which doesn't actually exist anymore. If we go and find, we can see where it was. There's this Eisenhower Park where there's a golf course. It was kind of in this area. Yeah, so that's about, there's Mineola here. It's about 2 miles, 3 miles east-southeast of Mineola, according to descriptions. But yeah, there's no trace of it being there anymore. There's this Cradle of Aviation Museum, which is nearby. I imagine they've probably got some information about it. Anyway, let's go and get back in the aeroplane. So how do we start this thing? As you can see, visibility is restricted, so we are going to be playing games with leaning out of the window to see where we're going on the runway, which is what the real pilots would have done. Okay, first of all we go to the fuel shut-off valves, which is this entire kind of Jules Vernian kind of mixture of levers here. So we're going to go and flick them, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. That should be us good. Then we look at the mixture. It's already on rich, which is good. We put the magnetos to both, and then we prime the engine as much as we think we need to, and then when we're happy we click this sticky note, which is the same as shouting out of the window, to turn the propeller for us. So we'll try that again, shall we? I'll give it a bit of throttle this time. Probably not enough throttle. Let's give that another go. Okay, let's prime it some more. And give it another go. That sounds a bit happier, doesn't it? Okay. We shouldn't actually move very easily because we've only got a skid on the back, but apparently we do move easily. Can we actually steer with the skid? Yeah, but not easily. We want to get out to that runway over there, but we're going to have to force it by using braking effectively. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? So we're going to turn right straight onto. I can't imagine we're going to need much runway. We're not fully fueled. So I'm putting thrust over the rudder to make it skip. Okay, let's go and look outside, lean out the window, and see how we get on. And we're up. So obviously you will notice there are no flaps. So all you have is basic control surfaces to fly the Ryan. but the modelling inside is absolutely wonderful. So let's see if we can do at least a circuit. Thankfully we've got the live weather and we have got that strong headwind for the airfield, so we should be able to do this fairly easily. Let's have a look at it from outside. It's very much of its era, isn't it? It's very much a 1930s biplane. Okay, let's look outside. It's the same, basically the same as hanging our head out of the window. Let's have a look where we're going. It does look remarkably real. It's quite bizarre. Okay, let's see if we can bring this in. Probably do with being the other side of the cockpit, couldn't we? Depends which way the wind is. Okay, you got the tail down. There was a sudden judder as the tail came down. How cool is that though? We'll at least get off the runway before we stop recording. So that same technique I was talking about skidding the tail around and using thrust over the rudder to make it happen. Whoa, we're about to have nose over. Yep, we've just nosed over. That was a shame. Anyway, there we go. There is the Spirit of St. Louis. So it just shows how difficult it is to operate. Obviously, normally it would have been flying on the grass or landing on the grass, taking off from the grass. But I'm going to leave it there. So there's your first look at it. It's fun. It'll be quite good fun to try and recreate some long-range flights with it, using hand navigation with maps and ready reckoning. But I'm going to leave it there for today. Okay, see you soon.